Sporting Dog Adventures, run, boy,
That
run.
was awesome.
Everything you
Good
need
boy.
is here under the sun. Everything you need is here under the sun.
So we're going to talk about a topic that is near and dear to my heart. I sell a lot of puppies. I also train dogs. When I sell puppies, I try to impress upon people how important it is to keep your dog at a good weight. Having your dog at a good weight is beneficial for so many things. First, when we talk about their joints, how their growth goes, and everything for a young dog, you want to keep them at a good weight so that they grow healthy. Having a young dog at a good weight is important for their joints, their growth, and their future health. So even as puppies, we want to make sure they're at a good weight so that they're ready for the future. As dogs get older, you really still need to be careful about their weight and monitor it. I cannot tell you how many times I meet people and they tell me that they have a big, strong 130-pound lab, when in essence, their dog should be 80 to 90 pounds and is carrying 40 to 50 extra pounds of weight. As people, we look at that as, they're 20, 30 pounds overweight. With dogs, don't look at it how much they're overweight, look at the percentage. So explaining that in people's sense, if you're a 200-pound man and you were 30% overweight, that would be like you were 260 pounds. Now imagine having that extra weight on you and having to go out in the field and perform. Not only is your dog going to perform at a lower level because they're not in shape, they are going to damage their body for the future. You hear the propensity and the common issue of ACL injuries or ligament injuries in dogs' joints. That is something that is possibly genetic. There's a lot of testing going out for it, but a huge percentage of the dogs that are suffering from this are also well overweight. You want to make sure that your dog is at a weight where, in essence, you can feel their ribs when you're rubbing their sides. And if it's a young dog, they're going to have a little more muscle tone to them, but they still should have an hourglass shape, and you still should be able to feel their ribs when you touch their sides. Dogs aren't strong when they're wide. They're just fat. So you want to make sure that they're going to be happy and healthy so that as they get older, they are going to be able to still perform in the field. Pickett is 11 and a half years old. We still hunt him. If he was overweight, as some dogs are, when he got to 8 or 9 years old, they would be done in the field. If you keep them at a good weight, you keep them in shape, you're going to get more enjoyment out of them and they're going to have a better life. As far as feeding your dog, when you are feeding a puppy food or performance food, you're going to have more kcals per cup. This is the energy units in that food, which if not used, much like people, turns into fat. So as a dog gets older, you're going to lower the protein levels and the fat levels in their food to the point where even as older dogs, you might have them on a senior or even a weight management type food. You still want to make sure that they're getting the proper supplements and that it's a good food so that they're still getting what they need. But as they get older, you're going to lower the amount as well as the calories or kcals per cup in the food. A dog like Pickett gets about 4 cups per day, which is still a lot for him. Our dog Rommel is 13 and a half years old and not real active. Rommel actually only gets 2 cups a day. I feed dogs twice a day, so Rommel's getting 1 cup in the morning, 1 cup at night. Pickett is getting 2 cups in the morning and 2 cups at night. You just need to monitor the dog, and we are constantly adjusting their food up and down. If I have a dog that is 50 pounds and they get up to 55 pounds, so their percentage of body weight that they have too much of is 10%, I will actually lower them to a cup twice a day to maybe even 3/4 of a cup twice a day until I get them down to that weight. Again, I don't worry about their weight as far as what the number is. It's all looking at the dog, feeling their sides so you can feel their ribs, and making sure that they're at a happy and healthy weight. Sporting Dog Adventures is presented by the Kansas Department of Wildlife, Parks, and Tourism, Boucher Automotive, Fleet Farm, Heavy Shot, Mac Outdoors, Rite inertia-driven shotguns, and Soggy Acres Retrievers. Hey, welcome to Season 9 of Sporting Dog Adventures. Please like our videos, share them, and spread the word to all your friends. So when we look at Pickett, you can see how he has a classic hourglass shape. they've got an indent between his rear end and his ribs, and you can start to see just barely his ribs on his side. This is the perfect weight for this dog. Again, it's not about poundage. It's about making sure that he is at a proper weight that's healthy for him. And when you look at it of being overweight, you got to look at it not as how many pounds, but what percentage a dog is overweight to really understand the impact on their joints. If you feel his ribs here, they are not bony, but yet you can feel that he has ribs. A dog that's overweight, you'll actually just feel it, it'll be smooth because it's basically fat sticking right over their ribs. So you feel his ribs, he's at a good weight. And that's why Pickett still, at 11 and a half years old, is successful in the field and a happy old man. So here we have Scarlett. Scarlett was on 4 cups a day. We actually just recently cut her down to 3 cups a day. Again, she doesn't look like she is greatly overweight, but she doesn't have the classic hourglass look, and she is still a very happy, playful dog. But if you rub her side, you can't feel her ribs. She probably needs to lose, I would say in essence, about 3 to 4 pounds to get her to where she is at her optimal weight. She loves singing, she loves playing. It's not that she's not active, but she's carrying extra weight on her body, which is going to be harder on her joints and just harder on her health in general. Right, Scarlett? Right? Again, she will fetch a ball all day. She will be playful all day. She just needs to lose a few pounds. And this is Zeke. I actually put him in the pond for a reason, so you can see how thin a young dog is. Come here, buddy. Walk around. You can see he's got less of an hourglass shape, but there's still an indent. He's not fully mature in his body yet, but you can absolutely see his ribs, and he is basically at the perfect weight, but you'd want to watch because you don't want him to get too thin. If he loses a couple more pounds, you'll really start to be able to see his ribs. But right now you can feel his ribs. He's a happy dog, he's energetic. We've used him in a few training tips this season. He is headed home soon. We had him here for 3 months, and he has just been a great dog and is at a perfect weight. That's it for this tip. Hope you enjoyed it.
Nothing beats a good pheasant hunt with my sons. We're headed to Kansas this winter. The state has some of the world's best populations of upland game, making it one of America's top bird hunting destinations. Kansas provides mixed bag opportunities and 1.5 million acres of public hunting lands. All that makes Kansas an ideal destination. The season runs from the second weekend in November to the end of January. Go to ksoutdoors.com and plan your trip today.